It's safe to say that craft beer has been making waves throughout the entire country, and especially right here in San Diego. I'm super excited to share this next location with you. Not only do they have incredible beers, but the owner has also paid an amazing tribute to his heritage and upbringing. I think AJ Powers is definitely getting the VIP treatment inside, so I think we should hurry up and join him. Hey, AJ.
Hey, Tanya, how are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. So we're here with Mark and Grant at Papa Marce Cerveceria.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure. So immediately when I walk in, I can feel the history and the heritage, but you guys just opened up.
Yep, we've been open for a month and a week as of this last Sunday, so thank you very much. That's kind of been a long time coming. It's been something that Grant and I both been in the beer industry for a little while. I've been in it for 25 years, so built a couple other brands around town and just kind of got to a point to, why am I doing this? Why am I building all these other brands? You know, it's kind of time to take a chance.
Myself,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. If I can do it for them, why can't I do it for me? Sure. So that's kind of where it got to that point. Grant's got a phenomenal pedigree. He's got some awards in his hip pocket. He's done all right as a brewer.
Yeah,
so.
It's good to have on your team, right?
He was the cornerstone for the brewery. It was really what it came down to. So sours are an aspect of beers that are kind of a hot commodity these days. The market's kind of going that direction. So Grant's got a phenomenal style that really makes them super approachable, drinkable, just fun drinking beers, and a little more innovation happening at the same time. So.
Man, I don't even know what to say.
Now he's not gonna be able to walk out the building.
So how did you hear about him?
Actually, Ivan, my assistant, he comes here all the time, met Mark, and he said, you know, you gotta come in here. The beer's great, the atmosphere's great. So we came in last week and did a little B-roll behind the scenes. It was awful having to have a few beers.
It was a rough day.
Yeah.
Tough day at the office, right?
Yeah. So we're here. I mean, I think it's one of the best places I've been to locally. Our office is down the road, so happy to support local and keep things here in Carlsbad especially. So
absolutely.
I mean, the thing that you mentioned already we haven't really got into, but history. Do you want to tell us a bit about the name? And
yeah. So the name is actually a head nod to my family. It is my great-grandfather. It was Papa Marce is what I knew him as. His name is actually Marcelino. He's from Michoacan, Mexico, so down more further south portion of Mexico. And he was heavily in agriculture down there and just got to a point where he wanted to better his family and moved up here to the United States in roughly 1920. And he moved to Santa Ana, and he's got a heavy agricultural background, so up in Santa Ana and Orange County at the time, it was all groves and orange fields. So he spent quite a bit of time up there, raised my grandfather and his 9 siblings. So it was quite a big, good-sized family.
Yeah.
So he's got great history with the state. There's actually a story of him basically on the wall. So we've got pictures of him from a textbook from 1937, where he's standing in a field, and it's roughly about irrigation, and it's literally what he brought was the picture is him standing with a shovel, and you can see the irrigation lines and the water running. That's all you really needed. It's all about using gravity and being able to work it that way. So he brought in some innovation at the time, and which kind of helped that entire region. And in the picture that is taken of him there, it's actually where Disneyland is now. So
oh wow.
So it's a little bit of a change,
right?
but it shows also the history within the state, not just within the family. So
that's a great story. So how long does it take for a beer from start to finish to be made?
Depends on the beer. There's different styles and different time frames, but roughly about 2 to 3 weeks is a good time frame. I'll let Grant kind of.
Yeah, most beers are about 2 to 3 weeks if we're really pressed. A lot of the sours can need to age up to 12 months, 18 months in the barrels. Just depends on what we're doing. But
how hard is that to sit and wait for that kind of long time?
I know that
it's harder for me than it is for him.
That first run of tequila barrels, we were just over tasting them the other day, and it's always, when do you think they're going to be ready?
So is there such thing as like a premature beer that is still good, or does it have to have that 2 to 3 weeks?
Well, yeah, so your average beer, there's some things where the yeast will make the beer for you, but it also will make some flavors that you don't really want, and then it goes back and cleans them up for you. So your normal beer, yeah, you try to tighten that window too much and you're going to get some butter or some flavors that you really don't want.
So one of the things I wanted to ask you guys, where can I find the beer other than here? I know you mentioned that you were starting to get some handles out there.
Right.
How are you guys getting distribution?
So we're just starting to do, we're self-distributing, so we're just starting our backyard for right now. So Carlsbad is really where we're focusing on. So Pizza Port right down the road at Bressy Ranch. They have us on tap, pretty much going to have a beer on there rotating. Carlsbad is really where we're sticking, so Notorious Burgers has us on, as well as Hacienda de Vega, which I believe is kind of pretty close to your office.
Yeah, we go there for margaritas every once in a while.
So we got 2 handles on in there right now. We got a sour beer, as well as our Mexican lager, which is kind of turning into our cornerstone beer. They've got another location, so we're also in their Encinitas location, which is right at the entrance of Rancho Santa Fe.
Awesome.
Love it. Well, I love your story, the heritage, and thank you so much for inviting me and giving me a sneak peek into everything you do magnificently with beer.
Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate it.